Hello guys, welcome back, Tic here. Alright, some of you may have noticed that there was no episode yesterday. That was unfortunate. That was mostly due to me getting a headache, thinking, I know, I'll just go for a lie down, it'll be alright. And then not waking up until about 11:30 at night. I did wake up briefly to help Friendly defeat the Wither, which I didn't record, which is bad. But it was still okay. We tried to do it without any Feed the Bee stuff, so that made quite fun. Right, what we're going to be working on is automation. Now, currently we have an ender chest here that we use primarily for bees, and I do still need to sort out all these bees, but what we need to do is start processing our combs in a nice efficient manner. We're getting hundreds of combs. If I go, I'll give you an example. If we go over here, look at that. All that needs to be processed. But what we need to do, especially, is store, since our operation is going to be fairly massive. So we should definitely look into storing all of our bee-related products. And that's what we're going to be doing this time. I've got 2 stacks worth of barrels. I've started to dismantle my old school storage system. Don't worry about that, that's from the water up above. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to use pneumatic tubes. And actually, you know what? I'm going to lower this floor by 1. And I'll be back shortly. Alright, that's better. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is just leave myself a spot to get by. Now I know what you're thinking, that doing it this way doesn't actually sort any automation out. And you'd be right. You'd be absolutely 100% right. It doesn't actually do anything for automizing. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak. Wow. Yeah, this doesn't do anything for automating the process. Not one bit. However, it does give us a storage area because we're not going to really be processing every comb that comes in. Some of them we're only going to do, in special occasions, and some of them we will be pulling out of the system in order to process them elsewhere. So the goal here really is just to start pulling things away from all of our hives. Okay. And I'm happy for there to be this sort of gap in there. Is that going to be... That's too far. 3. Right. But this does give us, loads of storage space for any and all rubbish that we pick up, bee-wise. Because I really need to start storing those combs, those diamond chests are not going to last forever. Alright, so the end goal of this is that I think that should do it. Pretty sure this will be enough. The end goal is just that we have a massive room just filled with combs of all sorts of various types. I'm going to try and get at least one of every bee working, so that's going to be interesting. one of the ones I'm looking forward to is the rejuvenating bees. That's the Thorncraft ones. So those would be quite good. Alright, okay, so now we just need to connect these all up. And just make sure that they can all reach in. And the goal will be to stick a chest down here, hook up all the hives to this. Okay. So, I knew I forgot something. Well, that's okay. I can set up everything else first. That doesn't matter too much. Our ender chest stand in. No, that's the wrong way, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so we're going to stick this thing on a timer. It's going to pull out anything that comes out of the chest, and it's going to do it every half a second. Okay, there we go. That hooks that up to the system. Alright, so let's go get ourselves the ender chest. We'll get this one over here. It doesn't need to be here anymore. So that means this doesn't need to be here, and that doesn't need to be there. Right, and we'll drop this. We'll just drop this down here for now. Okay. Wait. I did pick up that ender chest, didn't I? Apparently not. What? Am I going blind? That is so weird. Yeah? 1 second, guys, be right back. Okay, sorry about that, we're back. I went and made myself a bunch of ender chests. Okay. So what we're gonna just do here quickly is let me just dump this stuff. Don't need that, don't need that. Might need a couple of those. Okay. So we're just gonna grab ourselves some combs. And the way I expect this to work is that it would suck out the combs. And pop them into the first available ones it can find. Okay, but that one needs to go in there. Okay, not too bad, not too shabby. And in my experience there are probably hundreds of combs to go. Which is make sure I'm not missing it. Oh, there it is. Oh no. Oh, it must have gone into the filter somehow. Yeah. Oh well. As you can see, we've also got hundreds of honey drops that we really need to start working on. Those definitely need some work. But we possibly won't get through to that today. But this will be the start of it, and this whole week is going to be dedicated to making sure that our bee production is, 100%. So I'm just going to do a couple more hives. This may be a short episode. It's quite late Sunday night at the minute. Alright. Hell. All these parched combs will have a home. Look how many of them there are, though. I might need to start creating more extra dimensional storage units to cover all this stuff. Okay. I'll do the nether one as well. But let's just go downtown. Let's double check. Yeah, okay. We're not going to be processing those for a little bit, so... Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Because it's more than likely that I'm going to... oh, sorry. I'm going to set these up, and it'll be... this will be Monday's episode, so it'll possibly be... Oh, I forgot about that. I don't have my apiarist stuff on me. It does actually start to hurt pretty quickly when you've got so many of those sinister bees there. Jeez. You need the apiarist stuff. Oh, this is back. Alright, I think maybe I'll grab a couple more apiaries from him. I need to make quite a few more, I think. Alright, oh, I actually haven't been recording all that long. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to double check exactly how long I've been recording for. Be right back. Okay, it's only been about 12 minutes or so. What we'll do is we'll get ready for the automatic handling of all the honey drops and the liquids and God knows what else. And what we're going to need for that is another energy tesseract. So what we're going to do is we're going to come and demolish this setup over here. Because this should have stopped by now. Yes, it has. Does this work? Yes, it does. Yeah, actually there is an item that I can get that will hoover everything up for me. I really should make that. Yeah, that would be cool. Sorry, Cat was just asking me if or suggesting that there should be a module for picking up everything via the power suit, and then that sorts it and sends it to my ME system. Whilst that does sound pretty awesome, at the same time that just completely destroys the need for anything else. But I suppose if it was reasonably expensive, like 16 iridium or oh wow, a bunch of Cenarian and yeah, maybe if you turn it on and off, yeah. I mean, there is an item that picks it up already. But that's not power to the power suit, that's the lucky coin thing. Not sure. I need to make one of those at some point. So many things in this pack that I just haven't touched. Right, we're gonna just grab all these. Because it's about time we make our final high pressure boiler. Right, and I've got a frequency already set up called bee power. So that one will be used for all of our bee related activities. It's mostly going to be for the squeezers, centrifuges. I can't remember if a carpenter requires power. But yeah, if it does, you'll get it. So we're going to drop that in there. There's only 16 industrial steam engines, so I need to make another. But we are pretty much over this base now. Why do these not stack? Anyway. Yeah, Moon Base Alpha, pretty much empty. There's only a couple of things more running here. The seed farm, which is going down to a squeezer. It's not a terribly busy system, as you can see. I was thinking about leaving this whole thing here and replacing this peat bog that I've ripped out now, because it was just annoying. Replacing it with another one of these. The only issue there is, what do I do with all the damned wheat? So there is that. Is this thing still? My goodness. Whoops. That was not what I wanted to do. That's because it should be that. Alright, so we didn't get everything done today. That's so good. That's exactly what I wanted. I want a couple of episodes out of moving all this stuff. Alright, guys. Yeah, and you can come to see here where I've started to rip this all out. There's a lot of barrels. It looks awesome. It's just not really all that usable. And I'm perpetrating the crime by making it part of my bee sorting stuff. However, I do have a plan for actually pulling out what I need from the system. So, don't worry, there is a plan in motion. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Sorry for the lack of episode on Sunday, but such is life. Remember to comment, rate, or subscribe, and tell your friends, and your enemies, and anybody else, your family members, your co-workers, your priest. Tell them all about it. Make me famous. Because who wants to work for a living? Bye-bye.